All right, where I had to grab another one. It was only right that I reach out to, I say, this team. But basically, what we got, the interview is for Rick. You know, strictly business. The gold Cutlass. I know y'all seen it putting in work out of Florida. And you know, Rick really don't do the internet stuff, this and that. You know, good people and everything. So we got the crew chief. Crew chief, I said that right. You are the crew chief, right?
I guess.
We got
that's my role.
well, we the crew chief today. We got the crew chief on the line, and you know, everything that comes out his mouth is just like it's coming out Rick's mouth. So we're gonna keep it at that. But we're gonna before I get into the kick out the first question, you know, just introduce yourself. Let the world know, you know, who you are.
I'm Big Chris. I want to say I've been dealing with Rick. I don't know for how long, man. It's been a while since I've been dealing with Rick and strictly business itself. And we've been friends for a long time, even outside of racing. And into racing, like basically it's like, you know, basically we more than teammates, we like brothers, you know. Our team is like family oriented, so like I said, we've been down for quite some time, a couple years, and we run through each other for everything.
Gotcha.
We
Go ahead, I mean to cut you
we
off.
out of Miami, of course, y'all know, down south.
Right. Okay. A little brief introduction. You know, I just want the world to know who you are, whatever. Good people. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna kick into the first question, which I know the world already know the question. You know, I asked the same question, but of course every race will give a different response. But first question is how did Rick come up with the name for the car? Do we even have a name for the car?
The car name and the team name is actually the same. Strictly Business is the car name. The team name is also Strictly Business. But I do want to let you know our team is an affiliate of a bigger team, which is Hit Squad. Of course, you know, a lot of racers are familiar with T5, Big Low, Crew Chief, you know, the Fastback Gas Truck, the Malibu, and the Regal. But, you know, Strictly Business is, we affiliate. You know, the team break up to come together, you know, to make one big team. And Strictly Business came about, the car, the name, to make nothing personal, you know. It was strictly business. And we all know people really get in their feelings when it comes to racing. And we really didn't want nothing to be personal. You know, Rick, when he named the car, nothing personal, strictly business. And that's how we came up with that.
Right, I definitely like that. I like that. That name fits because like you said, you know, it does get personal in racing. We done seen it many times, so I definitely like that. Good explanation. So we're going to kick to the second question, which is, I always say this every interview because it is a touchy subject, but what's the maximum and minimum amount of money y'all feel comfortable betting?
Money sometimes, and we all know money is the root of all evil. Money it bring out the worst in somebody and bring out the best in somebody. With our camp, I'm gonna tell you as a personal, Rick as the head of the camp, don't bet nothing that he can't cover himself. So, you know, you'll never see us locking in a pot. You'll never see us locking in 5 on 5,000. You'll never see us locking in, you know, 1 on 10,000. It won't happen. We start out 3 on 15 because at the end of the day, like I said, Rick bets are based off of what he can cover. Now, as a team, we do come together and bet more than that. You know, there are times where we can get pots high, and there are times where it's just Rick is like, hey, look, I got my pot. You know, y'all get y'all's on the side. And he's not doing it to be stingy, but he's doing it to say, hey, look, I want to make sure it's something that, you know, we cover. Or this one might be close. Or whatever the case is, you know, Rick just that type of person. He's not going to bet more than what he could pay. So I would just say there's no really minimum or no maximum, but it's always going to be a modest amount from what the driver can afford or, you know, what Rick can afford. And usually that amount, we lock in that 3 on 15 or 5 on 15, whatever it is. Something that is affordable to, well, we try to make it affordable to every racer. Now, will we race for less than that? If we want your ass bad enough, shit, we can race for free. We doing the shootouts anyway. When you get in the shootout, you put your money up gambling, you know,
right,
for a bigger prize. And you try to get something every round. But shit, if we want you bad enough, we don't get out there. We doing it for cornflakes. We trying to get it in.
Right, man. You actually the first one to say that in the interview, I think, man. So I got a lot of respect for y'all on that cause. So I kind of feel the same way too, cause that's what racing need to get back to. So you get a lot of respect from me personally, for that answer. But we gonna kick to the third question. Who's on Strictly Business hit list, or do y'all even have a hit list right now?
Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say we want to beat the best, and we want to beat the best because we want to be the best. I ain't even. There's no other way to say it. SEAL Team 6, man. The whole SEAL Team 6 from the bottom up. Every street car, if it sit like us, we want them. And we feel as if right now that's the best. That's the best as far as how we sit. The street car wise, that's the best Camp Bennett right now. Or they have the best cars. Or they looking like they winning in the grass game in our class. So that's basically who we got our eye on. They got a bullseye on their back, and I'm pretty sure they not getting that from just us, or they probably didn't even know it, but they know it now. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people want them, because of the status they have or the name that they're holding. They holding it down, and we want some of that.
Right. You gotta respect that, man. Yeah, shout out SEAL Team 6. Yeah, them guys definitely putting in work on. So, SEAL Team 6, get ready. Strictly Business coming. So, we're gonna slide to the next question. Is kind of tie into that last question. Like, who do y'all feel the most anticipated race for Strictly Business?
Man, I would say our down south rivalry, DTB, Downtown Baggers. Everybody probably know it. Well, I know everybody down here know that Strictly Business and DTB were once teammates. And then, they went their separate ways and they broke off, and there was a lot of hype between the race. We went out, we had some issues and we lost. It is what it is, but, we wanted a chance to get back at that race and, race again. Unfortunately, things happen in the race world, and, God bless Chris Saunders to get out of the accident. Unfortunately, the car didn't make it, but, he was blessed to get out of the car and still walk away with no injuries or anything like that. So, we don't see that as far as the silver bullet and Strictly Business meeting up again. We don't see it happening because the car didn't make it after the accident. But I would say that was the most anticipated or most built-up hype around race that we've had and that we were looking to have. But, unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. As far as going forward, I would probably say the most anticipated going forward, Brown Sugar.
Definitely.
Just because, he the big dog right now. Brown Sugar, he the top right now. He's part of the top team, and he probably the baddest person out that sit like us. And maybe even Pandora. With ADP, with Ant Bonin.
Right.
They pretty, they pretty strong over there too. But I would say Brown Sugar, just because their history and how long they've been around and our opportunity to race each other, I would probably say that's our most anticipated. That's the goal, because that's the top of SEAL Team 6, and we want all of SEAL Team 6. So that's what we're trying to get.
Right. And
that's what we're looking forward to the most.
Hopefully we can see this year on fans or whatever. Both, like I said, two great counts, man. Two great races or whatever, and both of the cars bad as hell, man. Gotta say that. So hopefully we can see that happen. And to clear something up for the fans that don't know, to this question you just answered, when he said silver bullet, he was referring to the silver Malibu with the flames on it. I don't know if all of y'all seen it before. I may put a picture up so y'all know what car he's referring to, because everybody knows the truck too, Silver Bullet out of Junk Racing. But I just wanted to clear it up for the fans that didn't know. Yeah, he did lose his car in an accident. Like I said, thank God Chris was okay or whatnot. So I just want to put it out there so the fans have a clear understanding. But we're gonna slide to the next question, which what made Rick choose or start the race team, Strictly Business?
Rick was a part of a team in And when Rick was a part of a team, I guess when he was a part of the team, he got that team feeling, he got that team atmosphere, and he seen how the team work and the team make stuff happen. And like I mentioned earlier, he went in separate ways from DTB, and he was just like, look, I'm gonna do my own thing. And when he made a decision to go ahead and do his own thing, he was just like, it ain't no one man ship. You can't. Don't get me wrong. Some stuff can be done by yourself, but you can't do it all. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So Rick really opened up his doors, and a lot of the people that he was doing work for, as far as cars and things like that, he started welcoming them in as like teammates, and teaching them about racing and growing their knowledge into racing, because that's how I learned a lot of stuff that I learned. He started growing. He started growing business-wise. He started, getting more exposure and things like that. And that all created, that team feeling, because once you teach somebody something, or once they feel as if they can learn from you, or they're getting something from you, and you're helping that person grow, they kind of adapt to you, And once he seen that, hey, look, these people looking up to me, or these people learning from me, he really opened his doors and allowed Strictly Business to not just be, the car. It allowed it to be the race team,
Right.
And that's how everything got started, and honestly, that's how we continue to grow. Like I said, Strictly Business is an affiliate of Hit Squad. We're a smaller piece to the bigger puzzle. We're part of a bigger team. The team is Hit Squad. And like I said, we're just an affiliate, and we just kind of like I said, we groomed up under them.
Right. Definitely, man. That's you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that answer. I mean, that's real. That's a real deal answer, man. A lot of respect for that. Definitely. So on that note, we're gonna get to the next question, which is how do you feel this year gonna go as far as grudge racing for Strictly Business?
This year is gonna be, I won't say rough, but many may not know, but Strictly Business actually racing and working on cars was a hobby for Rick. And he did it. That wasn't his primary thing. He maintained other something else that was as an occupation. Recently, Rick actually opened a shop. So we do have Strictly Business Racing and Customs that we actually have a shop now. So things are a little slower as far as racing, because we are trying to get the business to almost on the same level as our racing. Everybody know that we one of the teams that we're a consistent team. You see us racing on the regular. We do it at a high level, and we're basically trying to provide business at a high level as well. So we're really trying to get the business up and running, and we're really trying to get everything running consistently. Therefore, we can have time and have means to race. Because of course, it takes money to race.
Oh yeah.
And now, since the business, since he went out on that venture, or he went out on that limb and started his own business, you got to have that startup cost. It's a lot of stuff you got to front, a lot of stuff you got to do with a business that it take away from other things in what you do. So right now, the shop is the main priority, and making the car safer is a major priority as well. So those are some of the things that we're working on, the business, but majority, most importantly, making the car safer. That's going to be the biggest holdup of the year for us. So we are down right now. We're not really down, but we're doing things to improve the car safety-wise, so Rick can be safe every time, he start the engine and get behind the wheel. So the grudge year this year might be kind of slow for us, but I'm pretty sure towards the end of the year you'll start seeing a lot more Strictly Business and a lot more of the team out and doing stuff like that.
Right. I'm definitely glad you said that about safety, cause we've been seeing a lot of tragedies and stuff here lately. So that's a big part of the game, man. Everybody, all the racers, man, y'all definitely be safe out there. I'm glad you threw that out there for real. People need to hear it. But on that note, we got the last question, which is Rick. With Rick, does Rick consider himself a bully in the grudge world when it comes to his class? And like, what do y'all feel classifies somebody as a bully?
I didn't hear the first part of the question. I'm sorry. I just picked up my son, so I didn't hear the first part of what you said.
Okay, I said basically like, does Rick consider himself a bully in the grudge world? I mean, when it comes to his class, or and basically what classifies someone as a bully when it comes to racing in y'all eye?
It's a good question, and I'm really kind of glad you asked the question, because some people get a bully and a bear confused.
Right.
And
yep.
as you know, or racers that's tuned in know, a bear is someone that's feared in grudge racing. You know, a bear is someone that every time you see them, they're at the top of the game. They're a person that they're consistent. I wouldn't even say they don't take too many losses, because you can still be a bear and lose. You know, because racing stuff happens.
Right. Yep.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna say we aren't bullies. Strictly business, we aren't bullies. We don't go out picking on people. We don't go out trying to race cars that we know we have the advantage over. We try to create an even matchup with everything we do. And at the end of the day, if someone tells us, "Hey, look, I don't want no problems," we leave it alone. We don't keep poking at the hornet's nest. You know,
right.
That's just not our style. At the end of the day, that's how you get people to hate you. Or I wouldn't say hate you or dislike you. And that's not what we out to do. We out to have fun. We out to enjoy ourselves, and we out to create something for the fans to see. And if you're being a bully, you're not doing anything but hurting your program. You know, that's gonna get you to where people don't want to invite you to come around. People don't want to be around you, and that's definitely not what you want as a racer. Because you want to get that invite. You want people to want to have you there. You don't want to be that bad apple in the bunch. Now, as far as a bear, do I think we're a bear? I do think we're a bear. But I wouldn't say we like a grizzly. No, we like a cub. We like a baby bear. You know,
y'all a baby
at
bear.
the end of the day, we do what we got to do. We handle business, and it's strictly business, nothing personal. As our team name says, man, we definitely get out and we handle business. Whenever business approaches us, you know, we kick it down with no pressure.
Well,
being a bear and a bully is totally different, but sometimes bears are confused. You know, they're confused or misunderstood or misinterpreted as a bully. But that's definitely not, you know, what we want or what we want people to view us as or what we are.
True story, man. I gotta agree to disagree with you on that cub part, cause I think y'all a bear or grizzly, standing on the hind legs, beating your chest. Hey, cause y'all strictly business. Y'all some bad boys, man. I mean, I gotta say it all. Since we wrapping up this interview, man. I gotta say it, man. Y'all some bad boys, and they give the world. I always give the world a little history on my relationship with the racer or the team, and on my relationship with Rick or whatever. You know, saw Rick, talked to him, spoke with him briefly at Shut Up and Race when I first saw it. Y'all, everybody know I've been working with Mandrell for years or whatever, doing the DVDs and stuff. About 8 years, 7 or 8 years, somewhere up in there. Rick came to one to Shut Up and Race it. I saw the car because I'm a fan of street cars. I'm a fan of small tie cars. And man, the car was moving. I'm like, it might have been at the Cut the Check race. I can't remember. It was something that.
No, it was Montreal. It was Shut Up and Race.
But
it was Shut Up and Race down in I want to say
Easton. Yeah. I saw the car, man. I fell in love. I like it's clean. It's a clean ride. It's just my type of car. It's clean ride. It's fast as hell. I'm like, it really could have been a sleeper at the time, and I was like, man, that man bad. So, you know, found him, connected with him on Facebook. Man, we've been connecting on Facebook for a minute. You know, I follow Rick posts and stuff. Rick a good dude. He does great work. Does amazing work. I definitely want you to drop a plug on the shop, since, you know, he said he don't open his shop or whatever, but it's my relationship with Rick. You know, much respect, much love, strictly business. You know, if I didn't, I would not reached out. So, you know, I got a lot of love for y'all, man. Look forward to seeing y'all on the scene. I'll be down that way. I know Rick asked me today if I'm coming down to Florida. I will be down to Florida. I will be flying down there to get some footage or whatever. You know, I'm gonna connect with y'all and link up or whatever. But that's my 10 cents. I always let the team close the interview out, so the mic open. You know, anything you want to say, Any shout out, anything. The mic open, you know, you got the floor.
I definitely want to give the first shout out to Rick, because like I say, without Rick, it wouldn't be Strictly Business. I want to give a big shout out to, you know, our engine builder, PRD, Oscar over at PRD Precision Racing Development. He definitely does. He handles all of our machining, engine building, all of that. Another player that plays a big part, James at Race Fitness. You know, he supplies us with a lot of parts and things that we need as far as when we need parts and going and getting the job done. He plays a major part in that. That's Race Fitness here in Miami. Oscar at PRD is also here in Miami. I want to give a big shout out to Big Low. Big Low at DNL is like a big brother. He the one who really, you know, he welcomed after Rick left DTB. He the one who really brought Rick in and was just like, hey, look, man, we gonna make it happen. Like, you family, you get what I'm saying? You're part of the camp. And he took Rick under the wing, and you know, they both got together on what they knew. And like I said, we just joined together. We joined forces and made stronger. Tora T5, Kelly's Racing. Like I said, another Hit Squad affiliate. He's somebody else that, like I said, we family, help get everything done. And everybody else, I probably, you know, I don't want to say I missed anybody, but if I did miss anybody, there's no hard feelings. You know, we got love for everybody. But everybody who's affiliated of SBR, anybody that done anything, you know, commend us. All the fans, I wouldn't even say fans, friends that's following, that tell Rick, nice work, keep it up, man. We appreciate it. Trust me. Believe it or not, that keep Rick going. Sometimes when he just like, man, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. You know, he see some of these comments and they're just driving to do more. So we definitely appreciate that. And for those of you that don't know, you know, it is Jose Averoff on Facebook. First name Jose, Jose, last name Averoff, Averoff. If you don't have Facebook and use Instagram, it's at strictly_business_racing. Anything outside of that, if you're not a social media type person and you want to get in touch with Rick, or you know, you have any questions, you know, Rick does it all. Street cars, race cars, donks, box Chevys, every Chevy. We make street cars in the race cars, or race cars in the street cars. You know, whatever you want, Strictly Business to get it done. If we can't get it done, then damn it, we'll find somebody to get it done. But a lot of our stuff is done in-house. If you'd like to reach out to Rick, I'm going to just go ahead and go out on a limb and drop his number. I don't have permission to do so, but I'm going to do it anyway. 954-245-4630. Again, his number is 954-245-4630. As a lot of you know, he specializes in LS, but he does it all: big block, small block, pro charge, supercharged, turbo, with nitrous, whatever. He does it all: wiring, fabrication. Rick does it all. And like I said, if we can't get it done, we'll find somebody to get it done. And on that note, man, I'm gonna just say I appreciate the interview, and we appreciate you having us. Hopefully, this is not the last time that, you know, we do speak.
Oh, most
definitely. We look
definitely.
forward to you filming us.
Most definitely. We definitely gonna collab very soon. I promise you that before the year out. I'm gonna pull up at the shop. You got my word. I'm gonna fly in. We gonna make it happen. So on that note, Strictly Business. This Strictly Business TV right now, and we out.